Remember, if you want more detailed information on this restoration, you can go to the links down on the bar right below the video, being the links to the iBoats thread, which it has all the pictures that you could ever want on this restoration, my Facebook page, facebook.com/FriscoBoater, and my website, FriscoBoater.com. FriscoBoater.com has a blog that's usually updated also, just like iBoats.com, but the first place to look is my iBoats.com thread for any updates. And if you want instant updates, make sure you like my Facebook page, because that's where I kind of post my thoughts as I'm doing things. So enjoy the video.
Hey guys, it's Saturday and decided to get a couple hours worked on the boat. I'm going to show you here in a second. We got the rest of the stringers out, which took, I don't know, 30 minutes. It was really easy. I didn't film it because the battery was dead, so we had to wait for the battery to charge. And my other camera is once again on the fritz, so you're going to have to deal with the GoPro and the audio for a little while. I know it kind of sounds tinny. We've got a new microphone on the way for it, so maybe we'll start using the GoPro more often, because the GoPro actually gives you such a wide angle of view, which is really, really nice. So anyway, we're down to just taking the transom out. That's it. So I want to show you what we did with the stringers first, and then I'll tell you how we're going to do the transom. Stringers are pretty easy, but let's go over it. Okay, so you can see where the stringers were. And basically all I did is I took my grinder with a cutting wheel and I went all the way down close to the hull. And on the other side, because I couldn't get close to the hull because of the angle, what I did is I just cut down, like if it was up like this. I think Dad's going to show you here. So instead of cutting like that, I couldn't do it. So I had to cut down on top of the stringer like this and just go all the way down. And then what we did is we took the pry bar and pried the glass. You can see the glass is sticking up right here. I pried the glass away from the stringer, and then basically it came out. It was not even glued to the hull whatsoever. So you can see they're leaning up against the wall over there. They actually came out in one piece. So I've got something I can trace, and it's going to work out really, really nice. So we got it all the way back. We got them labeled too, starboard and port. So it goes all the way back from here. They stopped. They go all the way back, and this is where they start getting rotten. So that at least gets us in the right vicinity. So anyway, now we're on to the transom, and what I'm going to do is we started here, and I cut up here with my grinder, and then I'm going to go across here with my grinder, and then back down, and then we're going to see if we can possibly get some of it out without having to, cut it. If it doesn't work, we're going to take a circ saw and go across in striations and then just start chiseling it out little by little. Something for it to go into. You can always take more off. Got it? This is what makes it hard, is the fact that it's actually good. Dang. Yeah. This is when it's getting very tedious. We got the first and 3/4 of the second layer off, and the bottom stuff comes off really easily because it's just nothing but mush. But the top, see, I can just do this on the bottom. And shave it right up to the transom. And you just take it. Make sure your blade or your chisel is very sharp. We've been sharpening it. I saw that. You want to take them out?
If I can find me a thing to do that.
Hey, and take out that the speedo pivot too. Just run it nice and level across the transom. Try not to go too much of an angle. So what I'm doing is I'm running in like this, really, and so it slides nice and neat across the transom. If you try to go in like this, it's going to catch and it's going to gouge all the fiberglass. One thing we're going to make sure we do is we're going to engineer this boat better than when it came out of the factory. One thing we noticed is that where the end of the stringers were, they were not capped at all, which means they were completely exposed wood, and that was kind of the whole theme in this whole boat, is that there was just no protection from any water whatsoever. And I get a lot of questions, people asking me about, oh, why don't you use a composite stringer or something like that? You know what? Wood is still the best thing to build a boat with, and if you do it right, you'll never have a problem. And that's the problem. We have these issues. They never did it right. They didn't finish the capping of the stringers. You know, they left holes. It's just shoddy fiberglass work. That's the way they build boats, guys. But we're going to do it better. We're going to re-engineer it and make it right. You know, for example, we're going to make sure we go with 1708 times 2 over each one of the stringers. We're going to go, they had 1/4 inch decking, which is very, very small. We're going to go with 1/2 inch or 5/8. I'm not sure yet, just to make it nice and thick. And then they did not skin the transom. We'll skin the transom times 2. So there's just things we're going to do a lot better. And that's the point of this rebuild. And that's what I always do, is I overbuild everything so that way it's 100% whenever anybody uses it. And it'll probably outlast anyone's interest in this boat. But anyway, that's what we're going to do. That's the main goal, is to make this thing better than it ever was. Well, I put about 4.5 hours in, Dad and I did. He came over this afternoon. We had a lot of stuff we had to do this morning before we actually got started on the boat. So I'm pretty happy so far what we got done. It is ready for grinding, and that's what I don't look forward to, but it's what we have to do. The bad thing is that it's 82 degrees today, and it's December 1st in Dallas, Texas. That's hot, in my opinion, when it comes to working. I mean, I had the fan going in here. I was sweating my tail off when I was working. You know, when I'm grinding and stuff, I like it to be pretty cold. I mean, it sure makes it easier, but you know, I guess it's pretty weather. I like warm weather. I hate cold weather, but you know, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But anyway, it's ready for grinding. I think I may start tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure. We have a baptism to go to with somebody from our family, so we'll see. So once we get back from that, we'll see about getting back on the boat. I may take a day off. I don't know. I think I'm way ahead of schedule. What do you think? Let's see what we got. So here we go. 100% clean, at least devoid of all wood. That's the fastest I've ever got a transom out of a boat. This is my third, and that went pretty quick. It was very, very wet on the bottom, and up top it was very, very dry. But by decapping it, I was able to come down and chisel out instead of having to go all the way up. And having this guy sure made the difference. So all I did was strictly this, this, and this. That's all I did. It's ready to go. We were going to roll it out and wash it in the driveway to get rid of all the grease and stuff out of the bilge. But it's late. Got some friends coming over. Actually, not friends. My in-laws were coming over for dinner. So I had to go in to get cleaned up. So guys, it's done for the day. We'll see if I get back on it tomorrow. See if I'm motivated or not. See you later.